Hey YouTube, coming at you with the Great League team again from earlier in the season, so I'm not going to put Elo from Jeff, who wrote at the time. This is my fourth full GBL season. I've been watching your channel for about half that time and feel I have really benefited from your showcases. I ran sort of an ABA team 2 seasons ago to get my highest Elo at the time of roughly 2440. I hit veteran last season. I got excited to try it again with the buffed Altaria. I ran into some trouble against Corviknights and Azumarill in particular, but the team did do decently, especially with Shadow Marowak in the back, caught opponents off guard. I look forward to the gameplay as I can clearly extend a lot. So the first critique I'm going to say is, what are you talking about an ABA line? I guess it's an ABA, this is not an ABA line at all. If anything, if you put Altaria or Marowak on the lead, you can just call it a balanced team with DUNSPARCE as a save swap, because Marowak's going to be weak to water and grass, and Altaria beats that, and then DUNSPARCE is safe. So you can put it on the lead. I've mentioned that multiple times, how you can just like put the save swap on the lead or the attack heavy Pokemon on the lead and then balanced team in the back, so you can ensure alignment. So I see this team as more of that as opposed to like an ABA style team. But let's take a look. DUNSPARCE into Wiggly. The thing with DUNSPARCE is that you're pretty good with coverage and you're pretty good in most neutral situations. So, gonna stay in. You both have 3-turn fast moves, so there is no fast move timing on this. Gonna throw the drill run. Does land. I assume. Well, they could go Swift or Icy Wind here. They do go Icy Wind to lower your attack. Will get to a next move. The problem is, so will they before you get to a third move, I think. Yeah, they should get to a move here and throw it. No. What are they doing? They're trying to over farm. They could commit the shield and farm down and then Icy Wind your next Pokemon. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They want to take Switch, knowing they're going to get an Icy Wind. You are double weak to Ice in the back now that I actually noticed that. Double weak to Ice in the back. Instant swapped when we saw the Corviknight. Do have Flamethrower on Altaria, so that gives you actually a pretty decent matchup against Corviknight. Both fast moves are resisted. Over farming a bit here. They are not getting out, or doesn't look like they're trying to catch. So here's the Flamethrower. Will not take out, but it will do a good amount of chip. They could eventually go payback here, but just another Air Cutter. You know, Sand Attack is resisted, and Air Cutter is not a hard-hitting move, so not really putting a ton of pressure on the Altaria right here. So that one does land. Sky Attack does go through. What do we have in the back? Lickitung. So Lickitung is bulky, does have access to Power Whip, which is a grass move. Takes that first one with ease. The thing with Marowak though, it's so spammy. Yeah, I think it's worth shielding. It is just a body slam, which is unfortunate, but you know, the spam and the mud slaps are adding up on this thing. They're gonna have to shield this. Why are they not shielding? Crazy. They kind of had to shield because they don't have enough health. Because now you're just fast move damage. They don't even get to the Power Whip. Azumarill lead. Considering you're double weak to Ice in the back, you might want to fight pretty hard for this. Oof, Credilli. What do you do here? So, staying in here. Problem is they're over farming like crazy too, so even if you now make a switch, they will have close to a second move coming out. Yeah, so this is essentially a basically WTF, I do not have a hard answer for Credilli. What do I do here? And then when you eventually figure out that you need to do something, they're already 3 to 4 acids in, so that you're like, oh, I'll just wait until they throw the move so that they're low on energy. But by that time, they're over farming by that point, and then you're like, oh crap, I can't get out when I want to. So that is why the timers are very desynced. The Credilli hits you with the move, and now you have this Azumarill on you here. Going for the drill runs, just trying to take this out and have to hopefully you can like run with Marowak. Like, just go back to... Oh, you don't have a second move. You do have 2 shields. If you let this go, which is fine, 1 HP live, hope that they let this go. Quite honestly, you just need Marowak to 2 shield through this. Okay, that's fine because they'll get 1 bubble through. They instant swap. Oh no. That instant swap is a Steelix, and that is unfortunate for them. Mud Slap super effective. Thunderfang resisted. They do shield. You know, could be Psychic Fangs to lower your defense. Could be a Crunch. It is a Psychic Fangs. Maybe it couldn't be a Crunch. I wasn't counting. Letting the first move go. Second move, you might want to shield. You can live it, but now you're going to be way too low, I think, if you let that go. Being 2 times lowered on your defense when you cannot reset is tough. Nice catch by your opponent, but I think with an Acid, it doesn't matter. Because Acid, although your defense is 2 times lower, you are resisting Acid with the ground here. And yeah, probably going to be able to outspam anyways. Okay, good lead. Charge Bug is weak to rock. Malamar comes in, so I like this because Superpower is the better move that Malamar has. So coming into a Pokemon that resists that move is pretty good. Now, Foul Plays do spam, and those Psy Waves do seem to be adding up, even though it is on a Altaria. You can live 1 more. And the problem is if you do let this go, well, you almost had 2 Sky Attacks. Altaria's got enough bulk to live these Psy Waves. They shield, try and throw that second one right away, and do get it, which is huge. They may shield and try and flip switch if they're that scared. They let it go and taking it down. Ooh, losing switch and a shield is like the worst case scenario for your opponent. Go right back into DUNSPARCE. It's neutral. DUNSPARCE has got some bulk. You could take this. So going to take the first discharge. Out is a Marowak, and now it is a mirror match where you have a shield advantage. I'm probably shielding everything up. Yeah, when you got a shield advantage, I don't think there's a point of letting that, of like not shielding. Getting to the Bone Club, and they shield. I would be, you can live if you really want to. You could live. Shield is not a bad idea. Watch this catch here. They're going to want to catch you. Oh, no. Did not want to catch. They may live this, but they're going to have to throw if they do. And they get out into the... Now you got a rock slide. It's super effective, but it's a non-stab and a DUNSPARCE. So yeah, I'm not surprised it does not take out, which then allows them to put some pressure on you with some charge moves, which means rollout is going to be aggressive from this range. So you have to throw. Do throw. We'll take this out. Resisted rollout versus Marowak Mud Slap. They don't have much health left, but they may have to just commit to the farm down here. Ooh, and they get it with a move. Well played. Well played by your opponent. That was really heads up. Oh, you do live with 1 HP. Still, yeah, I think your opponent played that as good as they can. Altaria versus DUNSPARCE. So, decent lead. Again, I mean, I think you're as good as you're going to get. Rollout super effective. Rock Slide super effective. They're doing okay with the charge move. That Sky Attack did a lot, actually. There is the Rock Slide. Won't be enough to take out. 12-9 should outpace. I was supposed to say you can't go 1 more, though, because then they may get to their move. Actually, they wouldn't, because you're at 13-12. I can see right here. I can see right there what the counts are. So you're going to outpace, so you can very comfortably shield this and outpace if you want. Opting not to do that and instead going mirror match, trying to Dragon Breath down to come out with some energy. That works too. It is a Fortress in the back, and this thing is running... First of all, this thing's double weak to fire, and maybe they just forget you have Flamethrower. And second, it's running Bug Bite, which is resisted. I know it has Rock Tomb. Yeah, shield. Even though your attack's lowered, it's still double super effective Flamethrowers. What are they doing? They got to try and catch. Okay, so that basically one-shots. Not surprisingly, I would reset almost blindly here. Yeah, this is a top left. You're a couple things. 1, your attack is lowered, so I'd reset. 2, Sky Attack is neutral. It is super effective on the bug, but resisted on the electric, whereas flamethrower would be super effective. It'd be super effective on the bug and neutral on the electric. So flamethrower is the better move there for Altaria on charge bug, but you're fine. Again, safety when you only have really a fighting weakness and enough coverage to outdo everything here. Bad timing. You went on 18. You wanted to go on like the odds there, but Drill Run is super effective. Carbink is super tanky. Getting to the second Drill Run. Looks like it's going to take at least 3 here. So they're going to get to a move. You know, I think you'll live any move. Letting it go. Do live. Kind of scary because they probably have an answer for Marowak in the back. They definitely have an answer for ground. You do win switch. Okay. Shadow Vic. Or not Shadow Vic, just Vic. Gotta go Drill Run there because that's neutral because of the poison and it's just a better move, I think. But yeah, nice alignment here with Altaria. They could have Sludge or Sludge Bomb, one of the two. Sludge Bomb. That does a lot of chip, and in the back is a ooh freak. It's a Drifblim. Yeah. At least you have Rock Slide here, but man, this sucks. Icy Wind lands. Ooh, this sucks too. I don't know if I'd do that because now the problem is they can just commit to the farm down and lower your attack like once, maybe twice by the time you take this out. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Committing the shield, knowing they're gonna get to an Icy Wind and lower your attack once here. If that attack is lowered enough and it's Altaria versus Drifblim that's non-shadow, this may not even take out here. And they catch on the Vic. I mean, at least this is super effective. And close to a second Sky Attack. Yeah, I got to throw it before they get to a move. I don't even care about timing. You got to try and get this off before they get to the Icy Wind. Oh, you need a third though. So here comes another Icy Wind. And they definitely have some energy. I don't know how much though, but not much you can do about it now. You just gotta get to the move, and we do get to the move. Altaria's bulk coming in handy there, and the rework of the Dragon Breath really plays a lot different here. Able to get to the next Sky Attack here. Obama Snow. Okay. Win at all cost here, in short. Bad timing, and with that bad timing get caught on. So I would come Altaria. You can take a Rock Slide if you want. I would also over farm here. No, because if you don't over farm, one, I think they live this. But two, you just leave yourself vulnerable for an Abomasnow farm. So basically, you're going to take them out, and then Abomasnow is going to come in and get like, is it running Leafage or is it running Powder Snow first? I forgot. If it's running Powder Snow, they're going to get like a ton of farm. Throwing to try and take you out and opting to shield the Weather Ball. It is a Powder Snow, so those are doing super effective. You're going to keep switch. This is super effective, so they may shield right back here. But here comes the farm, and now they're at least another Weather Ball. So DUNSPARCE can take it, but you know, don't love free moves here unnecessarily. Do lower your attack. They may catch it. Okay, good. I mean, that's 3 versus 4 fast moves, so you're okay. Rock Slide does not land. Maybe looking to get to a second Icy Wind. I think you can live another Icy Wind, quite honestly. So I don't think you need to shield. Watch the snipe. Oh, crap. You almost need to shield. This is going to be a pretty tough... Okay. That sucks. So now we have a Marowak that has to deal with a Flyer and an ice Pokemon here. Got a shield. Sky Attacks are going to come way too fast, I think. Because you won't be able to farm as much. You're at 2 moves. But if you throw right away, then the Abomasnow is just going to outpace and just take you out quick. But needing to throw back-to-back here just leaves yourself like a loss against Abomasnow coming in here, though. Yeah, you're just going to get outpaced. Tough one. 2 Pokemon that beat Marowak, so it's like, yeah, what are you going to do? Corviknight. Yeah, play it out. So that is clearly just an air cutter. If you're at least fake payback. So getting to the rock slide, it's only only neutral because they are half steel. And they shield immediately too. Interesting. Shielding the Corviknight early with a non-stab rock slide from DUNSPARCE. Kind of interesting. Their attack did rise, so potentially more of a reason to shield, but I don't think I would. You can live. Get to the next rock slide, and then you can like Dragon Breath your way down, I guess. And gonna give up switch, not wanting to get farmed down. They are to move. Could be they're only get to one move, maybe a payback, a boosted payback. It is, and that does like 50%, so that's pretty big. They do get farmed down. And it is a Carbink. Oh god. Start throwing. You're trying to burn this. I can see you trying to like bank energy, but you're not even close because you gave up switch. And that switch is a killer to give up here because now you're just locked against this Carbink. And what are we doing, my man? What are we doing? Was that a mistake? Oh my goodness. So you went into one Pokemon where you just let them get extra farm, and now you instant swaps. So now you're switch locked on this to be met with a Jellicent here, who will probably get to 2 Surfs before you take it out. They do shield 1 right away, are at a second Bone Club, but they got to be close to 2 Surfs. Maybe you can catch Switch Timer. They get 1 off. Are we going to go 1 and throw? Are we going to go straight throw? What are we going to do here, opponent? Trying to put some pressure on, but that just guarantees that they have the Surf now. Yeah. Catching a potential superpower from a Malamar on an Altaria. Altaria is a pretty risky safe swap. Ferret is not a good answer to that. It's like evenish at best. So looks like the fact that you are using Altaria as a safe swap is okay. Again, double E to ice. Why it's a risky safe swap is it is double E to ice. You can have Pokemon like Carbink that just like wall everything. So it's tough to use those Pokemon in safe swap roles because you can just get like absolutely beaten down hard. Luckily, Ferret is not one of those Pokemon. So getting to another Sky attack, which will take out or grab a shield. They do allow you to take switch. So I'm going to come Marowak. Superpower would put you pretty deep red. Yeah, so opting to shield. It is just a foul play. Might want to just throw right away here. Yeah, you don't want to let them get you can't let them get a free move like that. Do let it go, and they eventually catch on Toedscruel, which resists every move. Oh my goodness, and it resists every move of the I didn't even think about this Pokemon. This is a top left. Toedscruel resists every move from Marowak and Dunsparce. Is that why you're calling it ABA? Because you have the same rock ground moveset here? Oh, rock ground both resisted by the Toedscruel. And with the Shield Advantage, man, this is beyond a top left. And unfortunately, these last 30 seconds are just going to be you flailing here. So they catch a Drowan on a Malamar. Do have a Mud Bomb. Maybe put some pressure on them. You have chipped it to the yellow. But yeah, not enough to take it out. And with that, you will just be slapped down. Yeah, there's no shot. No shot with that one. Yeah, I think Altair is a pretty weak safe swap. I'd much rather use Marowak as a safe swap. But yeah, there's some Pokemon, like, what do you do? Probably not use those 2 Pokemon on the same team is what you would do. There's other normal type Pokemon that can deal with Toedscruel, Ferret, Lickitung, These are all Pokemon that can deal with that. Heck, even like Miltank with an Ice Beam would hit double super effective. So you can substitute other normal type Pokemon and not limit yourself like they would with this team, where you limit your ground and rock Pokemon there. Yeah, thanks for this mission. I think there's a few more Great Leagues from earlier in the season, so I'll probably showcase a couple more tomorrow, and then we'll roll into some new teams here. Well, these are all new teams. You haven't seen them, but teams that have been played with in the past week. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.